Okay, so I'm doing a video on stretches, only because I thought it'd be a helping hand. Because when I was planning on getting my stretcher, I didn't really think about going on YouTube to see if it would help. But yeah, I'm gonna do my video, and I actually hope it does help people because it would have helped me a lot if I would have thought about it for a while and went on to YouTube and checked it, but it was kind of a last minute decision. I look so white, what the hell? Anyway. Yeah, like I suggest don't just rush it and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get a stretcher and just put it in. Kind of do your research, like infections and how to clean it and what you gotta do just to keep it like good and that. So right now I have a 6 gauge in, which is like this. I don't have my other ear done yet. I just have a normal piercing, like a normal earring in there. But I will do that later after I finish this side, only because I don't want pain in both ears. So I'll show you the sizes that you start off with. So I have every single one of them. I found my very first one. So the 2mm is very tiny. It is so tiny. If I can open the bag and get it out. You can either go to a piercer and get them to put it in for you, or if you're gonna be like me, just shove it in your ear. Just do that. So this is the 2mm. It is so tiny, and the top is always really bigger. So that's the 2mm. It is so tiny, and all you just do is just shove it in. It stings for a little bit, and then after that day or night, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. With these, there's not really a cleaning process. It won't get infected. Mine has never gone infected, but I guess it depends on you. People say to change them every 2 weeks. My piercer told me that. But it depends on you. Like if my whole stretch take a little bit more, like 2 weeks or just a little bit more. So I do it just when like the hole is big enough to do it. So it would work good. And I've never really had a problem besides when I went to the 4 gauge. I'll show you the 3 gauge. The 3 gauge didn't hurt either. I'll show you what the 3 gauge looks like so I can get it out. Okay. And I'll show you the difference, so you're not gonna get too scared. Okay, so that's the 2 gauge. Oops, it's not that big, but it is way bigger than the 2 gauge. So the 3 is way bigger. It didn't hurt. Not really, I can't really remember what that felt like, but it did not hurt until I went to the 4 gauge, which is pretty painful. It would not go in. I'll show you what it looks like. So it is 10 times bigger than a 3 gauge. And then you got the 2, and that is a really massive size difference, even with the 3. This wouldn't go in. I had massive struggles with it. So I got oil, which it's bath and body oil, which looks like this. And you don't have to use bath oil, you can just use like baby oil, any kind of oil you got. Not food oil, do not use food oil. So pretty much body oil, like baby oil, bath oil, whatever oil you can find. Or you can use the Vaseline if you don't know what Vaseline looks like or anything like that. It just looks like this. I haven't used Vaseline yet, but my piercer told me to use it, so I just keep it on the side. And if those don't work, which they kind of should work, then have a hot shower and wash your ear and take your piercings out and just try and shove it in. If that doesn't work, then rub either Vaseline or body oil on your ear and on your stretcher, and it should go in. It's gonna be painful just a little bit, and it will have a stinging effect. But if it's not that bad. Like, people say, oh, it's gonna hurt, but it isn't. And then after my 4 gauge, I went to my 5, and my 5 didn't hurt. It just went in, and my 5 looks like this. It's actually pretty. I like it, and there's not really a difference. It's just a lot wider. And now I have I'll show you the size of my 6. My 6, it went straight in, which I was really surprised. I thought I was going to have struggles with it, so I kind of got the oil and that ready. But I didn't need it. I'm only going to 8 gauges because with the 8, you know, if you don't want your stretcher anymore, you can take it out and it will end up closing up to, well, you just let it close until you want your hole where your earring will fit, and it will close around it. So once it gets to around the 3mm size, or even the 1mm, I mean 2, then stick your earring in. So, and they kind of do smell like, it's just stretches. They just smell like when you get something pierced, and it kind of gets a little bit infected or crusty, and it has that weird smell to it. Yeah, that's what it smells like, and that's the 6. And these, if you don't know what these like rubber tubes are, they're just to keep it to stay in place, so they don't fall out or move around. So from the 6.5 to the 5, it's a pretty massive difference, and it just went in. It kind of stung, but it went okay. I haven't really seen my hole yet, and my hole isn't even that big, only because it hasn't been in for really long enough, so it won't stretch straight away. But stretches are a kind of painful thing, but they're not really. It depends on you. You can, if you want, you can decide to get it done by piercer, but it's really up to you. And you can get different colours, of course, as you can see. You can get different shapes. But I don't reckon you should do that till you're ready to like choose what size you want to go to. So I'm going to an 8, which isn't going to be too big. And then I'll get the circle, the see-through one, and then I'll be happy, and then I'll be done. And I know me, I'll probably be like, oh yeah, I want to go bigger, but I won't. I'm not scared. I don't want to go bigger, because after 8 you can't decide to change and go, oh, I don't want this. It won't work. So you just got to be very fast and push through, because otherwise it's going to be a very long progress for you. Anyway, that's all I had to say, and I hope you took this as helpful hand or something, and take my advice on either oil or Vaseline. And okay, the the body oil or / bath oil, you can pretty much get this not anywhere. You can get it from a pharmacy, Kmart, Big W, just not this exact oil, but any oil. You can get from pretty much anywhere. Vaseline you can get from a pharmacy. I'm not too sure else where you can get it from, but pharmacies will always have Vaseline. And Vaseline is also good for when you're dyeing your hair, and you don't want to get around your face, put it around your ears, your forehead, and just everywhere you don't want to get it on. Just back in your neck, and you'll be good. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, and you'll take my advice and everything. And if you don't want to listen, then whatever. But I hope that was helpful, and yes, so bye.